How's it going, everyone? My name is True Underdog, and I just wanted to say that I really do enjoy the DLC costumes for Mortal Kombat 11 lately. Jade's witch costume is just fantastic. She is officially waifu material now. And Cassie Cage cosplaying as Harley Quinn is something that I never knew I needed, but I definitely do love it. I never played this character in my free time, and I still want to rock this outfit. And even Sonya Blade as Sarah Connor is a fantastic idea. There's some really good skins, and it got me thinking, there are some pretty bad skins in this game too. Which is a bit of a given when you consider how many costumes are available in this game, far more than any past Mortal Kombat game, at least as far as launch goes. So of course there's going to be some bad apples here and there. But after watching this video, please let me know your least favorite costumes in the comment section down below. And then while you're down there, go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed this video and want a best costumes video as well. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started. So at number 5, let's start with an easy one. We have Naked D'Vorah. I don't think anybody wants to see that, and it's kind of bizarre because D'Vorah had some really good costumes in MKX, and in fact even her default costume in this game does look pretty darn good. I enjoy it quite a bit. So I'm not entirely sure what they were going for with this outfit, because outside of this I do like a lot of the direction they took with her outfits, but this one is just plain weird. I feel like there's nothing appealing about it. In my opinion, the only way you would ever pick this skin is if you wanted to gross out your opponent, and that's it, because there is nothing appealing about this skin. Which may leave you wondering why it's a number 5 and not number 1. It's mainly because D'Vorah is not fun to look at most of the time. She's just not a pleasant thing for your eyes. Even so, I have stated multiple times how much I do enjoy D'Vorah, and I kind of find her cute in an odd way, like she's a bit adorable, I don't know why. And as mentioned earlier, I do enjoy most of her costumes, but this one is just weird. It's repulsive in every way. And then at number 4, we have pretty much every Sub-Zero skin, aside from the default skin and the classic skin. Outside of that, the poor guy just doesn't have a very good wardrobe, which hurts me to say because I love Sub-Zero. Lore-wise, he is my favorite character. But even so, even I have to admit that these outfits are just kinda weak. Even the one he wears in story mode is just not fun. Which begs the question, why does he not wear his cool skins in story mode? Like in MKX, his costume was pretty good. Never wears it in story mode. In MK11, his outfit is really sick. Never wears it in story mode. What is going on here? And by the way, speaking of story mode, what's wrong with the outfits he's had in past games? They look pretty darn cool. It would have been nice to have a Bi-Han skin, or even his mentor outfit that he's had in the past games like MK3 or MKX. That would have been awesome as well. Why not the really cool outfit that he had in Deception? That was awesome. Or it might have been Deadly Alliance. Honestly, even the creepy one that he had in Deception, that could look pretty good if done in the right way. If approached in the right manner, I could see it looking really cool. But sadly, as it stands right now, Sub-Zero just doesn't have very many good skins. And at number 3, we have the Raggedy skin for Scarlet. This one might cause a bit of controversy because we all love Scarlet. She's adorable and we're so happy to have her back, but even so, I just don't like this outfit. It just looks like she's wearing some rags, but not even in a creepy witch doctor way, which could have been really awesome. Instead, she just kind of looks homeless, which would make sense because of the whole orphan angle where she was adopted early on, but she was a kid when she was poor, and ever since then she's been like second to royalty. Not quite royalty, but still the right hand of Shao Kahn, and her outfits look really slick. So this one doesn't make very much sense to me. However, it does have the one saving grace of including Scarlet's pixie cut, which even though I don't prefer it, I'm still glad it stayed in the game in some manner. And I do know for a fact that some players do still prefer the pixie cut on Scarlet, so it is cool that she still has that option. I just wish the outfit wasn't quite so tough to look at. However, I am putting this out there, NetherRealm. If you want to give her a creepy witch doctor outfit, I say go for it, and also it's a bit of a sin she didn't get some kind of vampire outfit for Halloween. And I also think a really good idea for a Scarlet skin would be a wannabe Shao Kahn skin, since that is what she fantasizes of being. She wants to be the one on top. Unlike in MK9 where she saw Shao Kahn as a father figure, I feel like in MK11 she sees him as someone to surpass, but she also respects him. So I think having her cosplaying as like a little mini Shao Kahn could be really awesome. I drew something similar before she actually got announced. However, my intent behind this design was that she wanted to look like Shao Kahn because she adored him and saw him as a father figure, but either way, I think having her cosplay as like a wannabe Shao Kahn would be an awesome idea for Scarlet. And then last but not least, that Cold War skin. Can we please purchase that, NetherRealm? I really want that to be available because I love it a lot. And then at number 2, we have every Cassie Cage skin with the exception of the Harley Quinn skin. I'm not entirely sure what they were thinking with her wardrobe, but it is just not fun to look at. I know a lot of people hate this one, where she has the weird chin strap, but I feel like take that away and it's a pretty solid outfit. I can see it being a military grade armored suit where they just took off the faceplate. It makes sense to me lore wise, and it kind of does look cool, especially in motion, but the chin guard is a little bit much. Even so, this, in my opinion, this is the worst skin in my honest opinion. What were they thinking here? Is this Mass Effect Andromeda? I really don't like this skin, and I also hate that it makes me think of that game that is so awful I never even considered playing it. It's just so bad. And honestly, even this skin right here doesn't look good either. She just looks kinda chunky, which is not accurate to Cassie Cage. If she was a hefty girl and a bit on the thick side, I would understand this skin, but she's not, so it doesn't make any sense. She just looks kind of heavy, kind of like Aaron Black did in MKX with his default outfit. He looked way wider than he should, and that's what this outfit does in my opinion as well. Pretty much every skin she has is not good. Thank goodness, Cassie Cage, you got the Harley Quinn skin, because otherwise you wouldn't have any good looking skins, which is pretty true for Sonya too, but at least Sonya had the classic skin, and now I rock that whenever I want to play her, which isn't often, but when I do, I go classic. So that's why poor Cassie Cage is at number 2, because without that Harley Quinn skin, she just wouldn't look good at all. Every outfit just looks remarkably uninteresting. And now I think it's time to talk about some honorable mentions before we move on to number 1. So first up, we have the Johnny Cage default skin. I just don't like it. It doesn't really say anything about Johnny Cage to me. They tried something very similar in MKX, so it's not a very inspired design. I understand it shows that he's with the military, but so does the fighter pilot jacket one, and that one looks really good because it has that flashy element that matches Johnny Cage's personality, but just having him wear like a military getup and a vest, nothing about this reflects Johnny Cage, and once again, I feel like if you showed this to a Johnny Cage fan who didn't play this game, they wouldn't know it was Johnny Cage, so for me, it's just not that good. And then we have the Jackie tank top skin. Now, I do main this character, and she did get me top 100 at EVO, so this character is very near and dear to my heart, but even so, this skin just feels a bit lazy as well because they didn't even change the lower half of her outfit. She had a very similar outfit in MKX, but even then, I do believe they changed the lower half, but if not, even lazier still. Don't get me wrong, I do think the idea of a tank top skin for a military character makes a lot of sense, and unlike Johnny Cage, Jackie is a military character through and through. So this outfit does make sense as a concept, but I just wish they wouldn't have cut corners so much and actually give her a different lower half to make this outfit feel a bit more unique, because as of right now, it just kind of feels mixed and matched like a Lego character. And this next one might be cheating, but I do feel it's an opinion that many players share. Cabal not having a living version of his default skin. It looks really darn cool, but you have to be a Revenant if you want to rock that skin. That just feels kind of unfair, because once again, really solid design, though I do think fans would pay top dollar for a classic Cabal skin. But even so, this outfit does look really cool, and I, like many players, love it and just wish it had a human aspect, with the regular skin and not the gray skin. I think a lot of players would really enjoy that addition to his wardrobe. Now, I don't recommend charging for it because that would feel a bit shady, but if you want to add it as a free update, that would be fantastic, or even as a Combat League reward. I think players would like that quite a lot. It's a really good skin, I just wish there was a human version of it where I didn't have to play as a Revenant. And off the top of my head, I can't think of any more honorable mentions that really bug me, which says a lot about this game because there has to be easily over 100 different skins, and I couldn't find very many that I don't like, but at any rate, on to number 1. And then at number 1, I'm sure you all saw this coming, we have the Frost Cyborg skin, or the one that looks the most transformed, like she's an action figure. It just looks so gross, and it pains me to say this because I do main Frost, and I was also looking forward to her more than any other character. Now, don't get me wrong, I do see the idea behind this costume. It's supposed to be when she's almost completely gone in a full cyborg. I understand that, and I do love me some biomech stuff. I love that so much. It's one of my favorite art pieces to look at. I love seeing human stuff and organic material combined with cybernetic parts. I love that. It just doesn't get pulled off correctly here. Instead, I honestly can't even recognize who this character is. If you showed a Mortal Kombat fan this image and asked them who it was, they'd have no idea because nothing ties it back to Frost. Once again, I do think the intent was very solid. The idea of making Frost look so cyberized that she's no longer human is very creepy, especially when you keep just the face human. I understand the idea behind this look, but it ends up just looking kinda silly and just an eyesore in general, as opposed to being cool and creepy. And while we're on the subject, NetherRealm, I and many other players would love to see a more classic looking Frost skin. I understand she still has to be a cyborg, but she could still look really human and just have some segmented parts on her, like have a clear line where her neck is separated, have some cool lines on her arms and her torso, but still give her that classic Sub-Zero look. That would be awesome. Show us she was once Lin Kuei, but still cyberized. That would look freaking awesome. I love this idea so much. I actually drew a sketch of it during my lunch break, and I kind of like how it turned out. And by the way, one more thing. I would love it if she got a Christmas skin. Either an elf or Miss Claus would be fantastic. Please, NetherRealm, if you do not do that, that is a huge wasted opportunity. At any rate, that is about it for the video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then while you're down there, don't forget to post your least favorite skins in the comments section down below. And finally, why not keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell? That way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.